Sorry, card ran out, so I had to clear some space. But as I was saying, from the glandular seed that comes from the wild, we have all those dewy tentacles on the flower scape, and we always have some rain towards the end of the season, usually when it's too late, and you get rain splash, and the sand splashes up onto the flower stalk, and the sand sticks to the flower stalk of wild collected seeds, sort of thing. And that is a pain in the butt to get rid of, because it's roughly the same size as the size of the seed, because it's a silty clay sort of thing. And I'll show you the techniques I've learned over the years of how to remove that sand from the seed. It involves gravity and running the seeds down a card and things like that, but you'll get to see that, and it's quite interesting and probably slightly funny too, because people just would not believe me. It would take about 3 hours to sort out, a good vial. I mean, my concept of a good vial's worth of glandulars, so it covers the bottom of a vial. I don't know how many seeds would be in there. A good few hundred anyway, if not about 600 or something like that. But yeah, enough to do. Enough. I always like, my concept is you should always give someone enough seed so they can confidently germinate the plants and get a good crop, so they can harvest seed themselves and spread the seed around. Because if you don't send enough seed, they may have a few germinate, and the odd one or two will die, and they end up with only like one plant, and they barely got enough seed to keep themselves going, let alone give it away to their friends locally who can then grow it. So I always like to, and when I was a member of the seed bank officer, to give a pinch of seed. It was always, I tried to give a pinch of seed to someone, enough so they could really get going in it, and spread it around, sort of thing. Rather than sending a few to 5 or 6 people, I'd rather give one solid pinch to one person, so they could establish that species line somewhere in the world, and then they could keep it going in their collection reasonably easily, and then spread it around locally, and then that would build up numbers, and then seed will start coming back from that area in the world where it was sent to other parts of the world, if they did the same sort of system. But that was my concept anyway. I don't know whether it worked or not, but when I was seed bank officer for about 1 to 2 years, I think that's what I did. And I just basically ran the seed bank as out as I could to get the seed around the world, and hopefully you're reaping the rewards of that. And hopefully the seed is now flowing around the world, because people got a decent whack of seed. They could actually germinate quite a lot of plants, enough to keep themselves ticking over, on an annual basis, growing, flowering, and pollinating and collecting seed and spreading it around their own little communities. And then from there back to international seed banks and around the world and things like that. Anyway, I don't know whether it worked or not, but that's what I tried to do back in the when was that, the middle to late 90s or something. It's almost 20 years on now. Whether it's had any effect, I don't know, but it will be nice to get some feedback. But anyway, as I said before, I've got enough seed here to spoil you. So if you spoil me, take an interest in this thing over the next few weeks to a month or whatever thing, I'll definitely have enough seed to make it worth your while. Okay, enjoy. Over and out.